Good afternoon, friends. Today is July 8th, 2017, and I had a request from one of my viewers to please make a video on this particular verse. So we're going to discuss today 1 Thessalonians 5:22. And according to the King James Version, it says, "Abstain from all appearance of evil." Now, in order to really understand this verse, we need to also read 21 and 23. So I'm going to read 21 through 23 for you. "Prove all things, hold fast that which is good, abstain from all appearance of evil, and the very God of peace sanctify you wholly. And I pray, God, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord." Now, the first thing that I want to say about this is that we have to remember that when Jesus walked in the world, that he was among evil everywhere. I mean, when he had broke bread with people on the Sabbath, there were sinners there, there were evil people there were people who didn't know the Lord. So he walked among them just like we walk among evil every day of our lives, or faced with evil. I believe that what this is saying when it tells us to abstain from it, or the appearance of evil, what it means is that if you knowingly know something is evil, stay away from it, because we want to keep our hearts pure. For when the Lord comes back, we want to have a pure heart, and we want to keep that light within our heart to keep us pure. Now, I believe that also this may tie back to our 10 Commandments, because we're supposed to live by those 10 Commandments and honor those 10 Commandments. So I believe that if we do that, that also keeps us away from evil. Now, everyone is different. We're all individuals, therefore we all have different views on what is considered evil and what isn't. For example, say you have a drink. Well, it's just like anything else. As long as you're not obsessive with something like drinking or overeating or lust or whatever, then is that considered evil? That's your opinion, to come to your own conclusion about that. Because I feel that, well, even Jesus drank wine, but I don't think he was wino, so there you go. The basic thing is keeping good morals, because it's very hard in today's world when you're faced with one challenge after the other. But it's not so much what you put out as to what others put out, and making the choice of whether to be a part of it or not to be a part of it. Whatever, is our motive, we have to be certain that we conduct ourselves in a proper manner. That can go anywhere from how we dress to how we project ourselves to others, to anything, when you go out in the world. But I don't think any commandment of God will be violated as long as you stay aware of what's going on around you and try to assess in your mind, is this too evil for me to be around? Or am I absorbing that evil? Because if you are, that is not going to keep your heart pure. And it's not going to keep you in sync with the Lord. That's my way of thinking about it. Of course, we all have opinions, and you may not feel the same. But when we try to abstain from it, our outward appearance of what we project outwardly hopefully helps to overcome the evil, where maybe they will see the good in us and consider having good in them. It's very hard in today's world because we know we're in the end times. We know that Jesus will be coming back. And evil is going to strike us anyway, in every way that it can. And we have to keep our faith with God and keep that connection with Him so that it doesn't tempt us. And if you feel like you're being tempted by something, then you have to have the good sense to walk away from it. And so that way, we need to retain the good and reject the evil, in other words. Now, in Romans 12:9, it talks about only there the negative statements put, where it says, abhor that which is evil and cleave to that which is good. And it's what we have to do, as Christians. So we abstain from the appearance of evil because we're waiting for the coming Christ, and we don't want to give ourselves in a pure mind, will, and body through the grace and strength of our Father. So there's no getting away from evil in the world, but it's what you do with that evil, whether you partake a part of it or you abstain from it. And let your light shine, which is what I feel we need to do. And hopefully, through doing this, it's going to bring someone into the good. Because the world is in a complete chaos as we live our daily lives, and we never know from one day to the next what's going to happen next. But anyway, that's my take of the day on this subject. I don't know if you feel the same way. I'd love to hear your comments, or email me if you like. And my email address is safe_sanctuary@yahoo.com. And I hope everyone is having a good weekend and a blessed day. And I will talk to you again soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.